Bonsoir. Alors, changer de configuration. Oui, c'est bon. Alors, tac. Il est où? Il est là. Voilà. Ah, le son, ça a l'air. Bon, au pire, je mets à fond et je baisserai de mon côté. Ça va? Ouais. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on attend de ce Xbox Game Showcase? Beaucoup de choses. Beaucoup de choses. Starfield, pour commencer, qui a l'air, ma foi, fort sympathique. Je suis très mal mis. Voilà, beaucoup mieux. Starfield, qui a l'air très sympa. Je sais pas si je ferai en live le Starfield direct parce que 1 heure que sur le même jeu, ça va m'emmerder, je pense. J'aimerais bien avoir quelque chose de plus concis. Mais ils ont dit qu'ils allaient montrer tout le jeu, donc pourquoi pas. Peut-être une nouvelle IP. Lol, non. Bien sûr que non. Putain, mon micro... attendez. Là. Voilà. Ouais, encore. Bon, tant pis. Vous me dites. J'aimerais bien qu'ils montent du Indiana Jones parce que j'ai regardé les films il y a pas longtemps avec la sortie du prochain et ça me donne envie d'y jouer. Donc pourquoi pas ça. Qu'est-ce qu'on a d'autre? Il y a tellement de choses en même temps. Plein de jeux avec écrit bien sûr disponibles Day One sur le Game Pass bien sûr. Hop. Je garde mon téléphone à côté au cas où je veux live tweet. Ou alors je vais être trop à fond dedans et je vais pas y penser. On verra. Bientôt. Ah, je suis un peu excité, hein, j'avoue. J'ai envie d'avoir des bonnes annonces quand même, hein, parce que bon, j'aime bien la Xbox, hein, je l'ai, hein, mais à part le Game Pass, y a pas. Oula, attention, attention, ça arrive. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ok. Un jeu des studios Game Pass. Des studios Xbox.
Okay. Let's do it. What do I think about heroes?
C'est très joli. Les visages sont très jolis. Je sais pas ce que c'est, mais c'est joli.
With their disproportionately high cheekbones and comically massive weapons. Roughing up bandits.
Fable.
They like to rough up bandits, don't they? Living it up with the common folk every single night. On a day-to-day basis, I'd say the true hero is me, someone who's breaking new ground with fruit, with veg, on the agricultural side of things.
Just look at them.
Not wafting around mythical creatures. And that's what they are. Wafters.
Yeah, well done.
You see, I'm not here to slay legendary beasts.
Ok. Chasse aux monstres dans un open world, je suppose. C'était joli. On n'a rien vu. J'espère que ça va pas être que ça, que des cinématiques. Hein. Ça, c'est un peu frustrant quand même. World Premiere. Primeur mondial.
These are dangerous times. At least that's what I hear. The Empire?
Ouais, le jeu Star Wars.
They're everywhere.
C'est Ubisoft qui le faisait, le jeu Star Wars. Que j'ai vu Ubisoft juste.
But the world here belongs to the syndicates.
C'est pas le jeu de. Enfin, c'était pas le studio qui faisait de Lucas Cage qui. Lucas Cage.
I want to survive.
Non, c'est pas Lucas
I
Cage. Je
have
dis de la
to play
merde.
their game.
Merde!
Looks like I'm all in.
She's in here somewhere.
On second thought,
Voilà, Quantic Dream. Quantic Dream aussi, ils font un jeu Star Wars. Non, c'est David Cage, voilà. Luke Cage.
I've been held back my whole life. And now, I just need a chance.
Ok, c'est un studio d'Ubisoft, c'est bien ça.
Wherever that takes me.
Donc ils jouent à un jeu Star Wars et un jeu Avatar à faire tiré de film.
Give me a chance. You're gonna have to trust me. It'll be dangerous, risky. But if you pull this off, you'll never look over your shoulder again.
Il avait des dreads.
The underworld shows no mercy.
C'était Nicolas
There's a
Cage.
galaxy out there, and I'm gonna risk it all.
Trop bien. On peut avoir du putain de gameplay, s'il vous plaît. Au secours. C'est joli, mais c'est pas ce qu'on peut faire. C'est pas. Ah. Bon, peut-être demain à l'Ubisoft.
Fable,
Wow.
South of Midnight, Star Wars Outlaws. Welcome to our first ever double feature, the Xbox Game Showcase, followed by a deep dive into one of the most important RPGs ever made, Starfield. Gaming is the most powerful of all entertainment. It transports, it challenges, it connects us, and it's just incredibly and awesomely fun. That is why Team Xbox is committed to building the greatest place to play. By partnering with the most ambitious of game creators, and by unleashing the power of the gaming community, enabling all of us to play the games we want with our friends anywhere, from mobile devices to PCs to consoles. The
C'est beau.
lineup we have for you today is just incredible. These are the works of the very greatest creative teams from around the world. We made this show for you.
Ça va, elle en fait pas du tout trop. Et avec la musique derrière en plus.
Xbox history. You are the heart and soul of Xbox. Your passion drives us, and you are the inspiration for the visionaries whose games we showcase today. From me and all of the team at Xbox, thank you. This next game is from Thunder Lotus, the award-winning studio behind Spiritfarer, who've gone back to their combat roots with an amazing co-op raid-focused action game that is uniquely theirs. All right, everybody, it's time.
World premiere.
C'est Hades ça. Ah, premier jeu où il y a du gameplay, bravo. Ça me fait effectivement beaucoup penser à Hades. Soit c'est le même studio, soit c'est une inspiration. Ah non, c'est pas le même studio. Payday 3. J'ai voulu essayer le 2 mais j'ai pas réussi à rentrer dedans. Donc peut-être je donnerai la chance au 3.
Everybody hit the floor.
Ah oui d'accord, on est très bien armé. Enfin, je suppose que tu commences pas avec ça. Payday 3. Ah oui, c'est dans pas longtemps. C'est pour ça que lui il avait du gameplay. Parce qu'il arrive dans pas longtemps.
World premiere.
C'est pas un jeu pour moi ça. Je vois ce que c'est mais j'ai oublié le nom. Voilà, Persona. Jamais fait un Persona. Le 5 avait l'air d'être bien, bien sûr. Mais beaucoup trop long. Puis j'ai du mal à rentrer dans ce genre de jeu. Xbox Game Pass Studio. Pourquoi je dis Xbox Game Pass, putain? Trop l'habitude de dire ça d'affilée. Je connais ça, c'est Assassin's Creed. Ah, Obsidian, ça j'aime
People
bien
don't like
Obsidian.
you very much, do they? Sent here to the living lands by an emperor who couldn't bother to come himself. To investigate some plague that seems to be corrupting our very souls. You want us to trust you. But the truth is, you scare us.
Ouais, c'est The Witcher, ça je connais.
The way you fight. The power you wield. The secrets you keep. You're either here to save us or destroy us. So now that you have all this power, what are you gonna do with it?
Pourquoi il y a le mec de Diablo qui nous parle... Diablo. Pff. Eh vraiment, je confonds tout, mais... Hellboy, je voulais dire. Diablo. Ok. Pourquoi pas? Un autre jeu, Game Studio. Ah, une mise à jour de... Qu'est-ce qu'a fait Lucasfilm un truc qui se passe dans l'eau. Parce que Disney c'est plutôt facile, mais Lucasfilm... Ah bah oui, je suis con. Ah ça peut être très sympa ça. J'avais fait le premier, sa version remaster. Bien joué.
The legend of Monkey Island. You mean Governor Guybrush. But Threepwood's not set foot out of that mansion for almost a year.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? I told you no autographs. Though I see you have a meet and greet ticket. And I guess it's not every day that you get to meet the mighty pirate Guybrush Threepwood. The legend of Monkey Island.
Ils lui ont donné une voix. I know the reference.
What do we have here?
Tombe bien en plus, les méchants dans ce jeu c'est des squelettes donc. Alors est-ce que les missions vont être gratuites comme Pirates des Caraïbes? Est-ce que ça sera payant? Un add-on payant? Gratuitement, ok. Et dans pas longtemps.
World premiere.
Je pense que ce qui va être payant, c'est les costumes. Ce genre de choses. Peut-être un bateau exclusif. Ah, Sobo. Ça me parle, mais je sais plus pourquoi. Ah, du sauvetage, ça peut être rigolo. C'est bien, il pousse le concept assez loin. Après avoir bien peaufiné le jeu, tu peux avoir des métiers dans ce jeu. C'est cool. Dans cette simulation. Putain que c'est beau, hein. Bon, c'est pas... Accouchement d'avion. Le beluga. Bon, en fait, le jeu de base, c'était une bêta, en fait. Maintenant, t'as limite le vrai jeu. En montgolfière aussi? Parce qu'on est bien d'accord qu'il n'y avait pas ça dans le jeu de base. Ça, c'est une rêve que j'ai pas, ça. C'est d'une. Je dis ça parce qu'il y a du sable, hein, mais... Je sais pas d'où ça vient, mais c'est un peu ridicule, un avion qui bat des ailes. Putain.
Hi, Melina here, speaking to you from our performance capture stage at Ninja Theory, where we have just
Ok.
wrapped our shoots for Senua Saga Hellblade 2.
Du coup, je vais manger.
When we first showed gameplay
Toi,
for
t'y parles, je
Hellblade
mange.
2, it was a look at some of the game's cinematic and immersive action, where Senua faced off against a gigantic troll on the Icelandic coastline. Today, we're taking you deeper into Senua's story, her personal quest, her unique perspective on the world, and the intimate journey that awaits you in Senua's saga. What you'll see today is all captured by the team on Xbox Series X.
J'ai jamais fait le premier. J'ai un collègue qui m'a dit que c'était bien.
She can feel them slipping through her soul, following the threads of her mind. She's here to find them, the ones who hide. She needs their help with a promise, a question. But it's never so simple, is it? Wisdom has a price. And there's always a part of you that changes. A part of you that darkens.
Mhm.
And a part of you that dies.
Over there.
That pool. I can feel them.
I can feel them everywhere. The lost ones.
They are watching us.
You should never have come here. They can see us.
What is going to happen? It's time to find out. How can we make it happen?
It's time to find out. Why are they watching?
It's time to find out.
What are they waiting for?
Senwa, what are you waiting for?
I'm here.
Watching.
More than one.
Where are they?
Where are you?
What do they want?
I don't like it.
I'm scared.
This is too
Their eyes.
everywhere. I can feel them boring into her.
What is she supposed
I to do?
Lost souls fought through hell to find us.
You were lost. Not anymore.
Are you ready for what you will find here?
What we will find. What if it's all for nothing?
What is that? There. They are waiting. There.
It's them.
It's you.
What will they do to her?
What will we do to us?
Touch it.
Feel
You're mine.
your voices.
All the parts of you that are broken.
You can be whole.
All the grief. All the rage.
All the fear.
Everything I've seen, everything I've done has led me to this place.
We've come so far.
Not far enough. Say it.
You are ready.
Tell them.
Merde, pardon.
I am here. Now.
What if we get lost forever?
What will happen to them?
What will happen to you?
I will not let them down.
She is ready. They know.
Go.
Who are these around you, Senua? Those you have saved, or those you led to death?
Mhm. Ouais. Ah. Ah, cool ça. Alors. La suite. En même temps, il y en a 2 qui sortent cette année de Ryoga Gotoku. Donc on est toujours pas allé chez le coiffeur. Ça veut dire qu'il y aura une nouvelle zone encore? Une traînée?
Oh, surf's up, dude. Yeah, dude. Hang loose, bro.
Il a perdu la mémoire. C'est la suite, ça? Ok. Pas compris. Oh, mais... Tout le monde s'en fout de votre jeu. Pour moi, c'est bien parce qu'il continue à le mettre à jour, donc c'est cool. Mais il y a vraiment encore des gens qui jouent à ça? Il y a 15 millions. Ouh, il y a 15 millions de joueurs.
No matter if you roam alone or spend your time with friends, you'll find a home in Appalachia where the good times never end. There are relics to uncover from a time before the war, along with loads of friendly folks to meet and enemies galore. Our world is always changing. Greater foes are overthrown as we embark on expeditions into thrilling new unknowns. Yes, from Appalachian settlements to Nuka World on tour. You're never short on things to do or places to explore. Think you've seen it all, eh? Well, how about this? Pack your bags for an escape of Epicurean bliss. Put your rad shield on and fix your hair up pretty, because we're headed for the boardwalk of Atlantic City. So there you have it. Now you
Et voilà, voilou.
there's a million ways to make the wasteland your waste home. And when you hear adventure calling, when you're looking for some kicks, answer the call of Vault.
Answer the call of Vault.
Answer the call of Vault 76. Play it now with Xbox Game Pass.
Faudrait que j'essaye, mais bon. Le début était tellement repoussant que est-ce que j'ai envie de m'y mettre maintenant? Come. Chat. Encore des jeux avec des monstres chelous. Héritage de Dark Souls. Après, on n'a pas attendu Dark Souls pour faire des monstres chelous, mais on voit de plus en plus de jeux avec des monstres chelous à mesure que les jeux Dark Souls ou autres sortent. Day One, Game Pass.
General Motors' historic commitment to performance is embodied in two of its iconic brands, Chevrolet and Cadillac.
Ouais, des nouvelles voitures dans leur jeu de voiture.
The V-Series.R elevates Cadillac's competitive spirit to a whole new level with its thunderous V8 and hybrid power. The legendary Corvette has been a celebrated champion for decades. The all-new Chevrolet Corvette E-Ray continues that tradition. General Motors is proud to usher in a new era of competition with the innovators behind the new Forza Motorsport.
Forza Motorsport and General Motors are pairing their strengths in technical excellence and sophisticated modern design to take bold steps into the future and bring that experience to gamers. I'm thrilled to welcome the Cadillac V-Series.R and the Corvette E-Ray to the home of competition.
I know you're ready. You've got this. Let's tweak the car's performance for the next one. was your best lap yet.
This is my timeline!
Allô? Ça marche là? Oui. J'étais en train de péter mon micro, j'avais pas vu.
I have seen all that ever was, and all that ever will be.
Mise à jour pour Elder Scrolls Online.
Betrayal, endurance, ambition, and courage. I am the one who knows. For perhaps the first time in my unending existence, I feel disconnected from fate's flow. Unseen forces move against me, hungry for forbidden knowledge. A mystery long kept hidden. A secret that threatens to unravel reality itself.
C'est comme dans Skyrim là, le DLC où il y a un mec avec des livres et tout et qui sait plein de choses. Le premier enfant de dragon, je crois que c'était.
Protect the secret. Save Tamriel.
Ok.
CSIS Unit 37. Toronto is under attack. By Null Sector.
There's something different about Null Sector this time.
They've taken over most of the city and they're rounding up Omnics. They need our help.
People are answering Winston's recall. There's new blood on the team. And we have so much to teach them.
If we can stop Null Sector, maybe we can save the city.
Coming through!
Been a while, Vivian.
As if I didn't have enough problems already.
So we fly up there, smash through anything that gets in our way, and punch another business.
I hate to interrupt the moment, but I'm picking up reports of more attacks in other cities.
Oh le mecha.
It's a fight they want. I say let's give it to them.
C'est du solo? Ah non.
Engage. Target marked.
Time to create peace with bullets. Greetings.
Oh, yeah! Boom!
Ah si, il y a un story mode du coup. Ok. J'y ai pas joué beaucoup. Hein. J'ai pas joué au premier, j'ai joué que aux deux vite fait, à ses débuts. C'est sympa, mais vu que je suis pas multi...
Let's go.
Shall we do this together? Fight with me!
Engaging.
Watch this!
Ça fait quand même beaucoup de persos. Hein.
I saw that. Not bad.
World
World premiere.
What is this place? It looks like we're in a palace.
What the hell is going on? Who are these people?
No idea. But if they're attacking us, our only choice is fighting back. Hey, look over there! Can you get us out of here?
So you're telling me you're thieves who steal hearts, and you just
Persona
happened to
Tactics.
stumble into this world? The Rebel Corps will always help the Phantom Thieves, just as the Phantom Thieves have helped the Rebel Corps. Never forget that we're a united force who can rely on each other.
You should be grateful to have been made my subjects. But you're just mannerless little brats.
Unfortunately, returning will be no easy feat.
Somewhere deep inside, I know you realize things can't go on like this. So, will you take a stand beside us?
Yeah, let's show them what we got.
Ils mettent quasiment ça là, à chaque annonce, à chaque fois. Encore? Bah. Là, sa conférence après, ça va. Putain, ils misent tellement tout sur ce jeu, putain, ils ont pas intérêt de se planter. Hein.
Not that the field of stars is so vast, but that we have measured it.
Après, je l'attends aussi quand même, mais... 25 ans. C'est juste que ça fait 25 ans que vous n'avez pas créé une nouvelle IP, c'est juste ça.
What's out there?
Ils font tellement monter la sauce sur ce jeu. Oh. Là, s'ils le sortent buggé, c'est...
You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family.
S'ils le sortent dans le même état que Fallout 76 ou Fallout 4. Il y avait quand même des bugs dans Fallout 4 au début. Hein.
No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Grab jump is ready. I love this part.
Mais en vrai, s'ils respectent toutes leurs promesses, ça peut donner un jeu vraiment très stylé.
Artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Human settlements throughout the galaxy could be at risk.
Ah, du gameplay. Bon, en même temps, le gameplay, il est assez simple, mais... On a déjà vu ça, non?
We are not stopping. Whatever lies at the end of this road will change.
Il sort quand déjà? En novembre, non? C'était pas le 11 novembre? À la même date que Skyrim. Je regarde, peut-être qu'ils vont le remettre.
This is where we belong.
Ok. Ah si. Ah le 6 septembre, ok. Septembre? C'était pas novembre? Ok. Cool. C'est plus tôt. World Premiere. Elle est dégueulasse, sa créature. Je la trouve répugnante. Et pourquoi c'est la bête qui a des vrais yeux et lui des yeux chelous? Un jeu d'escalade, pourquoi pas. Ça a l'air d'être un jeu de... juste d'exploration quoi, pas de combat ni rien. Classique. Merde. Ah. Qu'est-ce que j'ai fait? Mais arrête de me mettre ça. Ah.
World premiere.
Premiere. Montrer du gameplay. Sumo Digital. Putain, mais qu'est-ce qu'il y a comme jeu qui ressemble à Sable maintenant? C'est le 2 ou 3e depuis les annonces cette année. À moins que ça soit Sable tout court d'ailleurs, tu me diras. Non, j'ai pas l'impression. Très joli. Est-ce qu'ils voulaient dire que c'est procédural ou pas du tout? Quand ils ont dit un jour un nouveau dungeon. Non.
Hi.
Ah.
I'm very excited to be returning as Johnny Silverhand.
Moi je pensais que c'était l'autre acteur qui allait faire la présentation. Parce qu'il y a un autre acteur, je sais plus comment il s'appelle.
This new adventure reunites Johnny and V on a dangerous spy mission and introduces Idris Elba as
voilà, Idris
Secret
Elba.
Agent Solomon Reed.
Je pensais qu'il allait être là.
It's really amazing to share the screen with you, Idris. It's cool to be a part of this game with you, man. As a player, you'll get to visit Dogtown, an unexplored part of Night City, and rescue the President of the new United States of America. Expect a massive expansion, twists, secrets, and plenty of stuff to do. I know the team at CD Projekt Red just keeps raising the bar when it comes to telling cinematic stories in video games. And I really can't wait for you to play it on Xbox Series X and S. But enough talking. I'm guessing you want to see for yourself.
Putain, il est fatigué, hein.
And so
Il a des
it's
petits
my
yeux.
honor and pleasure to give you and introduce the official trailer for Phantom Liberty. Check it out.
There's gotta be a way out of this.
Johnny, I'm dying.
Ça se passe à la fin de certaines fins
Nothing
peut-être,
can
non?
stop that.
Non, ça doit être avant. Ah putain!
V.
Au secours.
My name is Songbird. I'm an NUS intelligence analyst. I know about the bomb ticking in your head. And I can save your life.
What's the catch?
I need you to get to Dogtown.
Attention all Dogtown residents. The President managed to crash her Space Force One into our humble district.
Man's got 1,001 reasons to want Myers as a hostage. Sleeper agents. Time to wake them up.
So NUSA's tossing us back into the fray, huh?
Stay sharp. We're in the wolf's den now.
Get Myers out of there.
Time to evac.
Her safety is the top priority.
Shit! They catch us out here, we're dead.
Wait, hear that?
God almighty! It's moving! Run! This way! Quick!
Ok.
Someone ratted us out.
You know, V, treason ain't ever black and white.
It's a charade, V.
Wherever she goes, people get
Quoi?
hurt. Bodies.
Je peux changer de face?
Just want what Songbird promised me. The cure.
Situation's changed. Need to know if you're with me.
Illusion of freedom draws in the desperate. Pick your truth, V.
Come on, got iron in your hand. Gotta put it to someone's head. Pull the trigger.
If I don't do anything, and do it soon, I'll die.
Cool. Septembre. Ok, le 26 septembre. Cool. Dans pas si longtemps que ça. Une nouvelle zone, pourquoi pas. J'entends d'en voir vraiment du gameplay. Ah. Parce qu'il y en avait un peu, mais vraiment un petit peu. Hein. C'est pas le jeu on construit des... Si, ça a l'air. On est maire d'une ville, là. Roundabout. Je sais plus le nom, mais j'y ai joué. Ah oui, ça a l'air d'être ça, oui. La suite, sûrement. Et un truc que je trouvais dommage dans ce jeu, si c'est bien lui, comme ça a l'air. Dans le premier, tu pouvais faire ta ville, mais tu pouvais pas te balader en tant que citoyen. Et j'aurais trop voulu faire ça, quoi. Faire une belle ville et me balader, voir ce que donne ma ville en vrai. C'est quoi déjà le nom? City Skyline? Non. Ah si, City Skyline 2. Cool. Ben, il a l'air effectivement beaucoup plus complet. Mais le premier déjà était plutôt sympa. Donc pourquoi pas. À venir dans le Game Pass. Bien. J'ai pas fait attention à tout, mais j'ai l'impression que quasiment tous les jeux étaient Day One Game Pass. Encore Atlus? Voyons. C'est plutôt joli.
己自身に命じなさい。内なる英雄の姿に変われと。
真の王を志すならば打ち勝ってみせよ。
僕のいる世界の出来事は君にとっては絵空事。
まさか人間？
この国は今有史以来の危機にさらされている。どうやら面白い力を手にしたようだ。
主君に捧げると決めた覚悟そのものだ。
これこそ人間の真実だ。
道は二つに一つ。
またあったね。やはり君は興味深い。
今こそあんた自身がそうなる前
正義かどうかじゃない。誰もが恐れと不安に負けそうで。
理想を貫け。
何が正しいのかわからない。
全ての始まりはあなたの持つ小説。
幻想はただの絵空事なんかじゃない。
OK。
World premiere.
Banner Banner Saga, ça me dit rien ça.
Have fallen. Our people's only means of survival is to seek sanctuary here, in the Belfry. You must explore this world to find the origins of this evil. And bring hope back to our people.
Je vois les images, effectivement, ça me dit rien du tout.
Together, you can save humanity.
Ok. Putain, le son il a augmenté d'un coup, calmos.
World premiere.
On peut voir du gameplay d'Indiana Jones, s'il vous plaît? Ce serait le moment en plus de le montrer. Ah, c'est Bioshock ça.
This city is a miracle of progress. A finely tuned, delicately balanced machine. But it only takes one rebellious little gear to ruin everything. If you resist my rule, if you alter our past, if you threaten what I have built, there is nowhere in space or time where I will not destroy you.
Elle contrôle le temps, la madame. Putain, mais c'est littéralement Bioshock en fait. Ah, on peut changer le... Ça peut être cool ça.
Oh no. What did I do?
Tu peux mettre les nazis dans le monde du futur passé.
Before my friend puts one in your scalp.
Ben ça, on n'a pas vu beaucoup de gameplay, mais ça a l'air très sympa. Ouais. Et ça c'est bien justement. Sortez vos jeux quand il le faut.
Thank you all for joining us.
Ah bah, bizarre, je me suis dit que t'étais pas là toi aujourd'hui. Ouais, tu t'en vas?
See 11 games showcased from our first party studios. We opened with Fable from Playground Games, which will bring the franchise into the modern era while staying true to its British style and humor. Compulsion and In Exile shared their first original experiences since joining Xbox with South of Midnight and Clockwork Revolution.
Mais les deux ont l'air très sympas. Hein.
Thrilled at how Avowed is shaping up for release next year from the RPG masters at Obsidian.
Ça, même si j'aime bien Obsidian, ça m'a pas trop donné envie. Hein.
Our studios will deliver Hellblade 2, an all-new Microsoft
Donc pas de Outer World, pas d'Indiana Jones.
In 2024. Later this month, players can look forward to Elder Scrolls Online Necrom and Sea of Thieves Monkey Island.
Ça c'est plutôt sympa.
Holiday, we will launch Starfield and Forza Motorsport, both built for Xbox Series X, S, and PC. We are also honored to share 14 games today from our creative partners, like Star Wars Outlaws from Ubisoft Massive in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, 33 Immortals from Thunder Lotus, Kunitsu Gami, Path of the Goddess from Capcom, and more Persona games coming to Game Pass thanks to our continued partnership with Sega Atlas. I'd also like to congratulate the Studio Zero team on Metaphor Refantazio. It's great to be able to premiere what is next from the creators of Persona here in our showcase. We are focused on putting our players and game creators first in everything we do. No matter if you choose to play on Xbox, PC, or over the cloud, all gamers are welcome here at Xbox. When it comes to our consoles, we have heard your feedback on two fronts. First, we have significantly increased our supply of Xbox Series X, making it easier for fans to find globally. Second, we know you've wanted more storage with Xbox Series S.
Même avec la X aussi, hein. Des nouvelles Xbox. Retour au noir. Mais elle se vend vraiment bien celle-là? Parce qu'en vrai, je trouve qu'elle sert à rien. Ok, elle est moins chère, mais il y a beaucoup de jeux qui tournent pas ouf dessus. Ah, du coup, elle est plus chère, non? Une dernière pour la route. Ah oui. Y'a pas un dernier gros jeu avant de lancer la spéciale Starfield? Ouais, j'ai eu peur, je croyais que c'était dans 10 minutes. Parce qu'on a toujours pas joué au jeu, mais on connaît sa musique, son thème. One.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us
to the world.
To Bethesda Game Studios. You know, we've been so lucky over the decades to make the kind of games that we love here, and that's thanks to all of you, from
Merci.
the Elder Scrolls to Fallout, we love creating these worlds and playing in them just as much as you do. And throughout all that time, we'd often talk about and dream up the space game. What if we could take that feeling of being who you want to be and exploring a new world, but set it in space, where you weren't really limited in where you could go or what you could do? And that
Bah,
is Starfield.
comme Fallout et The Elder Scrolls, vu que c'est des mondes inventés.
We've built, our technology, and all of us here in the studio, we've done so much together, but well, we've never tried to make a game like this. Today, you'll get to hear from many on the team and see so much of what we think makes our game special. So let's jump in and take a look.
Take a look.
Starfield is our first new universe in over 25 years, but it's still a Bethesda RPG through and through, where you step into a new world and you get that feeling of unlimited possibilities. But this time, it's not just one world. It's over 1,000 worlds. Because the choice of where to go, it's not ours, it's yours. And it wasn't until now
S'il n'y a rien à y faire, on s'en fout.
technology to create it.
Ça qui me fait peur.
Rocks at your feet to the mountains in the distance.
Avoir plein de mondes, ok, mais si c'est des mondes vides,
Live in these worlds.
moches, nuls, enfin, on s'en fout.
That isn't just a backdrop. That moon is actually there orbiting the planet. Yes, you can visit it too. We realistically simulate the galaxy around you. Our next generation lighting model uses real-time global illumination to light the world based on the type of star and the makeup of the planet's atmosphere. We also have an all-new animation system. And of course, you can play it in third person, and you can play it in first person.
Ça c'est cool.
We love exploration and rewarding it, but you do explore differently in this game given its scale. That usually involves exploring an area you've landed in. You can collect resources.
Wouh! Scanner et collecter, trop bien.
Do a mission, and maybe even stumble upon something unexpected.
Pas si abandonné. On pourrait avoir des compagnons. Est-ce que la gravité sera pas pareille sur chaque planète? Genre il y en a quand on saute on pourra aller plus haut par exemple.
And you can view all that in your data menu. This is the hub for everything you're doing, from your skills to your ship, your missions, and your inventory. We love to pack a ton of detail in every object, from all of your weapons to spacesuits to food. We just obsess over the details, and food. We obsess over food. When you're done exploring, you can walk back or fast travel to your ship. We have companions and crew you can take with you.
Ah voilà,
I left
oui.
Vasco
Okay.
here back at my ship.
Welcome back, Captain Howard.
And he can even say your name. Let's head out.
Oh, les nuages étaient un peu...
The wonder and majesty of space exploration, to evoke the romance of the golden age of early spaceflight. And we've been referring to this approach as NASA Punk. This means a design language where the tech is advanced, yet still looks grounded and relatable.
For us, it's that contrast. That's where the visual interest is. Obviously the NASA, which is the rigid, hard function over style, and then Punk, which is all about style.
You can see that visual style coming through in your ship. Your ship is your home for you and your crew. And like many of the spaces in our game, it has a slightly retro and analog touch, a bit of lo-fi rather than sci-fi, where everything is well used, worn, and lived in.
Alrighty. What's the plan, Captain?
This is your star map. It starts with the planet you're currently on. You can see all of its info and resources. You can choose a landing spot or fast travel to known locations. Backing out further, you can view all the planets in the system. Obviously, the game is big, and it's here you can see planets that have key locations, missions, or life on them, versus the many planets that are barren but resource heavy. Zoom out even further to see all the systems in this part of the galaxy. Here, you can plot a course to ones that are light years away. This uses
En vrai, c'est trop quoi.
Fold space and jump to these systems. And you will need to upgrade your ship and skills if you want to jump to the most.
Genre ils auraient pu faire 2-3, pas 150 qui proposent 20 planètes chacune, enfin.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
As soon as you land in a city like New Atlantis, your eyes are guided upwards to just these boundless, vast buildings.
It's the biggest city we've ever made, not just in size, but also in the amount of custom art, crowds, and quests.
So the main focus when we're designing a city is obviously what supports the story. We try and tell as many small stories as possible.
This is a Colony War memorial.
It's a few moments of gameplay that make the space feel like it's full of real characters that are going about their day-to-day lives.
En vrai, ça donne envie, hein.
If you really stop and think about it.
Buddy, it's coffee. It's also where your adventure with Constellation begins.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about.
By the time you meet them, Constellation is sort of seen as this mythical group. Most people don't even know they exist anymore. They're the last true explorers in the galaxy, and they're trying to find the answers to some of humanity's biggest questions.
The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
Oh my god. Look at how it's coming together.
That means there's a set built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
It's definitely an eclectic cast of characters. You've got Sarah Morgan, the ex-soldier and adventurer, now Constellation's leader. Mateo, the theologian who believes that there's definitely something else out there. Noel, the gifted scientist and Sarah Morgan's protege. And Walter, a very successful businessman in the settled system and Constellation's financier.
Anything goes as long as you have the money.
There's also Vlad, the ex-pirate, Sam Coe, the former space cowboy, and Barrett.
You know what I hate about these pirates? Completely resistant to my otherwise irresistible charm.
The journey you take with Constellation is just the first of many you'll embark on.
Avec un visage aussi éteint.
Settled Systems is home to all kinds of different stories, people, and adventures for you to uncover.
The United Colonies is where you'll find New Atlantis, the first major human settlement in space. The people who live here value law, discipline, and the legacy of humanity. They consider themselves the true children of Earth.
You ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, even get your UC citizenship?
New Atlantis isn't the only city within the United Colonies. The city of Sidonia on Mars to this day serves as the largest mining facility for the United Colonies.
Donc il y a la planète Terre.
Beyond the United Colonies' reach, you might find yourself in a much more wild and independent coalition of star systems. This is Freestar Collective Space. The capital of the Freestar Collective is Aquila City.
The Stone Root Inn is an Aquila City fixture.
A ranger relies on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the people.
Neon started out as a fishing platform, but is now known throughout the settled systems as a pleasure city, where almost anything goes.
If you've got morality issues, this definitely isn't the job for you.
Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow.
Cette ville, elle me fait penser à la ville dans Outer World.
By Neon. Try not to get yourself killed, all right?
Outside the bounds of civilized space, there are still plenty of unclaimed systems to explore, but these areas are also home to the most hostile factions in the galaxy.
The great serpent hungers. All heathens shall be made dust in time.
A new face. This is the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile.
They think the galaxy is theirs. They are wrong. It belongs to the Crimson Fleet. It always has.
In Starfield, we're pushing our cities and settlements further than we ever have before. It's all there, waiting for you. A slice of humanity's future.
So, ready to get out there?
Throughout the galaxy, there are so many things to see and stories to experience. But the most important story is the one that you tell. I'm the type of person who spends hours in character creation, and I think people are going to be really excited when they see all of the improvements we've
Oh là, on
made.
secours. Moi aussi, je vais passer des heures pour me dire qu'il est moche à la fin.
Generation system. We scanned a wide range of faces from different age groups and ethnicities, and by mixing and matching all that data, we were able to create highly detailed and diverse characters.
We use that exact system to create all of the characters and NPCs you're going to see in the game. So any character
Oui, mais
you
ils ont
see
des regards
almost
vides, donc on
always
s'en
is a
fout.
character you could make yourself.
Hey, come on, come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
You start your character creation journey as though you're cycling through employee records. You'll pick from a lineup of 40 presets, and that'll be your starting point. Your journey from there can be as detailed or as quick as you want it to be. This new system has more to offer than ever before.
Ah, arrêtez de... Ça, c'est insupportable.
It's also the simplest character generation system we ever had. We let the player get as close as possible to make whatever they want. With the various facial morphs you can blend together, the dermesthetic and makeup, blemishes, scars, piercings, teeth settings. It's a lot, but I think it's the most fun to use.
Character creation is
Bah,
more than just how you
montrer
look.
le même
This is
personnage
also where you start to decide who
sous
you wanna
différentes
be.
formes pour voir
That's
vraiment
where
la différence.
backgrounds come in. Backgrounds give you a bit of backstory and start you out with 3 basic skills.
From chef to dusty. You know, the crew still has a betting pool about which restaurant critic you must have crossed to wind up here.
What's great about backgrounds is you never know when yours is gonna come in handy. You could be in the middle of a fancy restaurant talking to some guy, and suddenly you learn he needs a beast hunter to help track down a monster.
Fine. I probably should stick to professionals anyway, given what happened the last time.
We're also giving you the option to customize your build even further by letting you pick up
C'est
to
pas le
3
rapport.
traits. Traits are completely optional, and they come with their own advantages and disadvantages. You could choose to meet your biggest fan.
By the terror! Is it really, really you?
He'll join your crew and he'll give you gifts if you're willing to put up with his constant commentary.
I can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing the same air. I've got to have every molecule.
My favorite trait is kid stuff.
Okay,
You
c'est
have to
hyper
pay some
flippant.
credits to support your parents, but they're very sweet and it's really fun to go visit them.
Honey, we got ourselves a visitor.
Oh my god!
I came across some hostile zealots in space, but because I had chosen a trait that made me the same religion as them, I was able to get by without any issues.
There's another great one that gives you a damage buff when your health is low, but mercenaries will randomly show up and try to kill you. No matter what you choose, there will be plenty of ways for you to tell your story. And if you want to remove a trait, there are ways to do that too.
What a view! It's a feast for the eyes. Off we go to another adventure.
We'll let you discover that on your own.
Ok. Du coup, le robot au début, il a dit le nom. Il a dit oui, ils peuvent vous appeler par votre vrai nom. Mais il n'y a que le robot qui peut le faire parce que le personnage fan, à aucun moment donné, il dit notre nom.
And put them together to create an all-new skill system. Each time you level up, you get a skill point, which can be used to unlock or rank up skills.
Doucement. Et non.
Ranks are unlocked by completing challenges associated with that skill. Challenges become increasingly difficult as you work your way to higher ranks. With our 5 different skill trees and 4 ranks per skill, there's a lot to choose from.
I like the Xenosociology skill because it lets you mind control aliens.
Boost pack out of the gate. I'm boost packing everywhere.
I like maxing out
les combats ont pas l'air très difficiles.
Strikes and just punch my way through combat. That one's a lot of fun.
Invest in the skills that suit your playstyle.
I'm very much a stealth player. So, I'm out there pickpocketing everyone. My favorite part about being stealthy is slowly creeping through vents like you're in a movie and then jumping out and springing on people.
Whenever possible, I like to talk my way through situations.
This area's off limits.
Moi aussi en général.
Fine, I'll issue you an access card.
I'm more of a run and gun player. I like doing the death from above thing where I boost pack over guys and I throw landmines at them. I like blowing stuff up.
Mais on voit qu'ils sont complètement cons en plus. C'est pas là-dessus que le jeu va briller. Hein.
Exploration is a key aspect of all our games. In Starfield, there are full star systems with new life, resources, and adventures. Our team worked hard to strike a balance between fun and realism. We studied data from NASA and a multitude of other sources to help us make the world feel believable. From the way we approached planetary atmospheres to the way we placed biomes based on the planet's distance from the sun. Once we had created a grounded world, we could start looking at all the things that make that world fun. When you leave a planet and head into space, you'll be navigating asteroid fields, having chance meetings with interesting strangers, dogfighting in space, and exploring derelict ships. It's all out there. Ultimately, it's about rewarding your curiosity, because whether it's on the surface of a planet, the alleys of a city, or the vastness of space, you never know what you'll find.
Space exploration is possible thanks to your ship. Your ship is almost like having another character or home you can make all your own. I think you'll be blown away by the amount of stuff you can do. You can buy a ship.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Customize and upgrade that ship.
Ça par contre ça a l'air cool en vrai.
And hire a crew to keep it up and running. And it all starts in spaceports. Every spaceport has a ship technician where you can purchase, sell, and modify ships.
Anything I can help you with?
Maybe you start off with a speedy fighter that's perfect for bounty hunting. Then you might round out your ship roster with a hulking space freighter to run cargo missions, or even do a
On peut en
little
avoir
smuggling.
plusieurs du coup.
For now, though, we're going to take our starting ship, the Frontier, and make some changes. You can customize and upgrade everything you see here, and you have two ways to do that. You can quickly upgrade individual systems like your weapons or shields, or you can deep dive and enter the shipbuilder mode. Here you can change anything, from the systems to the look and layout. Adding a new habitat
on peut faire des
module
trucs qui
can
volent
give you
pas.
more room for crew. Adding cowling can change your ship's overall silhouette. An improved grav drive allows for longer distance space jumps. You can even fully customize your paint job to get the exact look
Et
you
l'intérieur
want.
aussi.
The parts you choose to build with don't just affect your ship's stats. They'll also affect what you can do inside your ship. You can have modules for crafting, or for storing and displaying your weapons. Starfield's in-game ship manufacturers bring their own look and feel to every piece of your ship. From living quarters to cargo holds, mess halls, and control rooms.
En vrai, ça peut être vraiment ça peut être très stylé.
Our modified Frontier is a practical ship, but with a little creativity, your ship can look like almost anything you want.
It's a bit odd, but one of my
On peut faire
favorite
le
ways
Normandie.
of customizing ships is I make them look like animals. The HMS Platypus, as I called it, where it had a giant tail to it. And we've done spiders, we've done mechs. So it's really whatever your imagination is.
Ouais, ça peut être très rigolo.
And while you can build your home among the stars
Il y a 10 minutes,
the
il
way
parlait
you
de
want to,
réalisme.
You're probably not the only person who will call your ship home.
Ready to lift off when you are, Captain.
Engines ready.
The Frontier is fueled and ready, Captain.
Je vous ignore
Some
complètement.
of the members of Constellation can join you on your journey. These companions can serve on your crew, and they'll always be there when you travel.
We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Each companion comes with their own valuable skills for your ships and outposts, as well as unique quest lines. Eventually, some friendships might blossom into romance.
I don't know that I've ever really loved anyone except you.
And if you're looking for a little extra help on your ship, you can always hire additional crew at spaceports.
Got any room on your ship for someone like me?
You'll also meet potential crew members out in the world.
Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship? I gotta get off this rock.
Assign crew to your ship or outposts, and their unique skills will affect how they run. And just like companions, most crew members can lend a hand in the field. Take Bosco, for instance.
He's designed around the core basics of a NASA machine.
Please avoid getting shot. You might die.
I still wanted to give it almost a humanoid personality, so I elongated the limbs. This tends to make him feel more human-like and give him a little personality.
It is a shame exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Using the shipbuilding tools and crew selection features in Starfield, you'll be able to build and captain the ship of your dreams. And now, let's take to the sky.
Ouais, qu'est-ce qu'on peut y faire dans cet espace? Alors par contre, le fait que... Putain, le ciel est vraiment dégueulasse. Les nuages sont vraiment moches, je suis désolé. Le fait qu'on peut pas bouger notre vaisseau sur une planète, c'est un peu dommage.
We're putting you in the cockpit of your very own spaceship and telling you that you can do pretty much anything. And that is really cool for us as developers. Spaceflight should be exciting and dangerous, and you should feel like you're in complete control every step of the way. We've extended that sense of control to ship combat. It's not about just hitting your triggers to fire your weapons. It's a complex dance between your piloting skills and our power allocation system. Boosting power to your engines will make your ship faster.
On peut faire ça.
Powering up the ground tries will shorten the amount of time it takes before you can make a jump. And moving your power to your weapons and shields means you're ready for a fight. You should always be on your toes because you're not alone out there.
Enfin, pendant qu'on me tire dessus, moi je serais pas en train de me dire attends, il faut que j'enlève un peu de ça pour rajouter de ça et tout. Oh.
Unlocking the targeting control system skill will allow you to zero in on specific subsystems of the ship you target. After destroying an enemy ship, you can loot the remains from your cockpit. You can always turn any ship that engages you into scrap. But you can also take a more personal approach by docking with the enemy vessel and boarding their ship.
C'est rigolo ça. On peut leur piquer leur vaisseau du coup pour aller les vendre.
Add it to your fleet and retrieve it at any spaceport. But space is way more than fighting for your life. Just like when you're planetside, there are plenty of sights to see and stops to make on the way to your next adventure. Like these massive star yards. Walk the halls, talk to the crew, maybe get talked into buying a whole new ship.
A civilian in my star yard. Let's see about getting you a proper ship, one worthy of you.
Maybe you'll dock with a gigantic battleship, like the UC Vigilance. Or rub elbows with the galaxy's wealthy elite on a cruise ship fit for the stars. There are plenty of personal encounters to be had as well. You can hail any ship you come across to trade, swap info, or maybe even commit an act of piracy.
Let's do this. When I'm playing, I generally go crazy. I definitely go like the more piracy routes. I want to take over ships. I'm going to board ships. I'm like, this is now mine. I steal all these sandwiches and put them, you know, in my cargo hold that I have specifically for sandwiches. I don't want to play the hero, but I want to go out and just start taking things from people as quickly as possible.
Some strangers might be looking for a little human connection
Cette
in the
transition.
darkness of space.
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
Ah mais j'ai compris pourquoi ils font ça. Parce que tout à l'heure il a dit qu'il les aimait bien la bouffe. Je comprends pas pourquoi parler autant de sandwich.
The thing I love most about Starfield is that it is a Bethesda game through and through. It's really about going to strange new places, meeting interesting people, and getting sidetracked on zany adventures. Then realizing 2 hours later that you're involved in a completely new story.
You're human. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
That DNA is so present here. It's in our random encounters, it's in our handcrafted quests, and it feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this universe. There are over 1,000 planets out there, just waiting for you to visit.
Mais c'est des planètes faites procéduralement ou pas du coup? Surtout qu'il y a plein de planètes mais il n'y a que quelques endroits parce qu'on peut pas aller dans tout le monde vu qu'on peut atterrir que à certains endroits.
We're giving you a massive playground and a ton of toys and just setting you free.
Mais ils montrent pas des trucs vraiment qu'on peut faire quoi. Sur le monde et tout. Parce que là, à part récolter des choses et scanner des choses, on n'a rien vu de spécial.
Everybody, we were showing you so much stuff, but we thought we'd just take a little break and show you something a little bit different. You know, we put so much detail into our game worlds, and we love the opportunity to bring that into the real world with our collector's editions. And for this
l'édition
game,
collector.
we've done a watch. It is the Constellation Explorer's Watch. This is the watch that you actually get in the game that acts as part of your HUD, where it's the compass and then environmental information. It connects to your phone to give you notifications and other information. And we've also designed this really cool case that it comes with, Istvan.
Yeah, we really took as much care and designed this case as we did the watch. Our attention to detail in the game totally translates to this. Inspired by the cases that the astronauts used during the Apollo era to bring back samples from the moon. It's got an intricate locking mechanism, authentic, heavy, comes with a Constellation patch, NATO strap, and the overall functionality and believability of this as something that would exist in the world, in the Starfield universe.
Le collector, c'est juste une montre. Je pense que ça va être très cher.
You'll find it very useful outfit, and it even tells the time.
We actually have something else. Now that we're part of Xbox, we get to work with the amazing people on the Xbox hardware team, and together we have created
mais on en a entendu parler, oui.
custom limited edition Starfield controller. It's awesome. It is now, you know, our favorite controller.
We love this because it's inspired by
Alors,
the
il dit
actual
ça alors que
controls of your
quand on les a
spaceship.
vus jouer, ils jouaient pas du tout
And
avec
not
cette
only
manette.
that,
Ils jouaient avec une manette noire.
We've created the first ever custom headset with Xbox, and this is a perfect pairing with that controller.
Control, this is Constellation Starship Frontier. All ready to start on your signal. Steady till ready. Coordinates input. Plotting jump course. Guidance has converged. Getting auxiliary reactor power. System checks are green across the board. Prepare for departure. Ground jump commencing in 5, 4,
3, 2, 1. Bon, après, c'est joli, hein, mais bon.
In every one of our games, we always put so much care into all those little details that breathe life into our worlds. But Starfield isn't just a Bethesda Game Studios world, it's a Bethesda Game Studios galaxy. So why go this big with Starfield? Because we want to give you freedom on a galactic level. The freedom to experience both the exciting planets and the quiet ones.
Oui, il y en a d'activités, mais montrez-en nous des activités,
Scanning a
putain.
planet before you land is a great way to get a sneak peek at the available resources you can use for crafting,
Pas fou des ressources.
building, and customizing.
I think what's cool about this whole system that we generate the planet itself as a procedural content, but the handcrafted content itself comes as the player explore. Our system builds a planet as the player approaches it. We stitch together a block of terrain. After that, we have the system that adds interesting locations for the player to explore, creatures to encounter, ore and plants to pick up. It allows us to add that touch of environmental storytelling that Bethesda is known for.
Aggressive creatures have been disrupting our experiments. Their habitat isn't far from here. If you could take care of them for us, we would be in your debt.
So even if your friends were to visit the same planet that you had, you would have a different story to tell.
J'ai déjà entendu ça quelque part, dans un autre jeu. Donc les mondes sont au hasard, mais toutes les endroits qu'on visite sont créés à la main et mis dans un endroit créé procéduralement. Pas très français.
It's completely up to you how you want to interact with each planet, whether you want to explore and see what you can find, harvest resources and be on your way, or simply take in the views.
Putain,
With
c'est
the
beau,
help of
hein?
your scanner, you'll chart the uncharted and discover exotic wildlife.
If you have the skills, you can even figure out that certain creatures and plants, you can build an outpost and produce resources from those plants and animals.
Aïe!
You can get experience
Forcément que ça allait
and
arriver.
rewards for fully surveying planets and fully surveying a whole system.
When we were concepting these creatures, we really
T'as
wanted to
aucun
think of
moyen
them
de
as
survivre ce
natural
truc.
to the
Et ça
environment.
ressemble à une
We
taupe.
didn't want
Donc
alien monsters. We wanted native wildlife. Something you've never seen before.
When it comes to our exteriors, when the sun moves, all that light is calculated in real time through the atmosphere. Our biggest goal for lighting with Starfield
Mais du coup, ils ont
was
tous
to
la même
make the
atmosphère,
game
c'est
feel more
bizarre
filmic,
quand même.
to use lighting and color to really make it feel more cinematic.
Oh putain, on dirait un film.
After some
Bon,
exploring,
après, c'était joli.
you can find a spot to set up a base camp. Outposts can be built almost anywhere on any planet. And the
Pourquoi
habitat modules come in all shapes and sizes.
Pourquoi construire un
serving
avant-poste
all
alors
different
qu'il y a
purposes?
plein
You
de
can even
planètes?
live in them. Assign
Il y a des
crew
milliers
and
de planètes, ça sert à rien
companions
d'avoir un
to work at your
avant-poste parce qu'on va
outposts
bouger
for
tout le
added
temps.
bonuses and set up extractors to harvest resources while you're away.
Ok.
Something cool we have this
Mais
time
bon,
is
ce qu'on trouvera pas là, on le trouvera ailleurs, donc c'est pas.
where you can toggle between on-foot building, or you can now use a top-down isometric camera, which helps plan out larger parts of the outpost and placing those
Ça me
larger
paraît
tabs. So that
ça
way
me
you
paraît
can
plus
really
logique de le
plan
faire
your
dans un jeu où il y a
structures and what the overall
beaucoup moins de
feel of the
planètes, genre on va
outpost
dire 2
is.
systèmes
And
et
then
20
when you're on your
planètes,
feet,
plutôt
you
que
can
1000
really
planètes.
decorate and fine
On sera
tune
toujours en
things
mouvement.
much easier.
Add crafting and research stations in your outpost to utilize any resources you find or already have.
Mod your weapons to adapt them to your playstyle. Different weapon sights and scopes, larger magazines, a selection of grips and barrels, different ammunition like explosive rounds. All you stealth players out there will surely need a suppressor. You can also choose to go hands-on with melee weapons.
I think it's always a delicate balance between like what's realistic, what's sim, and what's Hollywood. And I think we sort of err on the side of like what's fun for the player.
With Starfield, we've completely overhauled our combat.
Ah
It's
bon?
more dynamic, the animations are more fluid. It just feels great.
We probably have more mods and more weapons in this game than I want to say any other game we've done before.
Oui,
A lot of
oui,
variety.
on a compris.
Upgraded gear is just one of the many factors to pay attention to when engaging in combat. You may need to switch things up based on your environment. Gravity is different for each planet, and boost packs are excellent for
ok.
getting around.
C'est bien ce que je me demandais tout à l'heure. Ouais.
And for giving you an edge in combat. Sometimes you'll even feel like you're
Il se
flying.
fait pas beaucoup tirer dessus.
Zero gravity environments pose a different challenge. Firing a ballistic weapon in zero G will actually push you backwards. Energy weapons, on the other hand, offer a more stable shooting experience.
We also have mag weapons. These are high-powered electromagnetic induction ballistic arrays. Each barrel has its own targeting laser and can dish out some serious damage. Whether you want to get up close and personal with your own two fists, or you like more compact weapons like pistols and submachine guns, or maybe you prefer something bigger.
Ah, il était niveau 75, il y a combien de niveaux au secours? Ah, il en avait des armes, hein. Putain, je savais qu'une heure sur le même jeu, ça allait me... Oh. Ah, parce qu'on est Néo en Matrix maintenant?
Thanks again for being with us today. We are just so grateful that you've taken the time and spent it here. I know there was probably a lot to take in. There's a lot to the game, even more than we could show here. You know, as we play it, we're always sharing these unique and special moments that only a game like this can bring. When I think about what makes it special, it really is the people here. This game is a reflection of the incredible and passionate team that made it. All of them putting something special of themselves into it. So let's hear some of their favorite moments.
I love the way that our final combination of all the new tech has come
Écoutons les gens qui ont fait le jeu, voir ce qu'ils aiment dans le jeu qu'ils ont créé.
I love the creatures, the exploration, every biome is different. The word that comes to mind is vast.
I like to use our photo mode to take rock star photos.
I just love that
T'es pas
constant
volé
feel
des sandwichs que
of
t'aimais?
discovery and wow, I can't believe that there's more here.
I'm most excited about our outpost building systems.
My favorite part is every time you step out on a planet, it's a unique experience.
Ils ont tous un truc différent, il n'y en a pas un seul qui dit tiens, j'aime la même chose que l'autre. Et comme par hasard, c'est que des trucs qu'ils ont parlé aujourd'hui.
There's something about seeing a tower over in the distance and going, I know the gravity's low here. I think I can make that jump.
My favorite part is biomes, spaceships, audio design, planets, the day-night cycle.
Those details matter to me.
Diplomacy, exploration, freedom, the ending. Vasco, obviously.
I love the robot so much.
The incredible amount of worlds we created.
Sniper rifles, come on.
Lever action, rocket launcher,
brain sprout. I love, but some people might find creepy. I don't know. Oh, that's right, Ben.
Putain, t'as une voix toi, mon gars?
The thing that I enjoy most about the game is the freedom to be who you want to be, do what you want to do. It's what you've come to expect from a Bethesda title, but on a much bigger scale.
Ugh.
On behalf of all of us, we can't wait for you to play Starfield and make your own special moments.
Main engines go. Good luck, Constellation. You are go for launch.
Hmm. Cinq jours avant, ok. Mais il y a vraiment que la montre en plus. Mais il y a le jeu. Merde, j'ai pas lu. J'ai pas lu s'il y avait le jeu. J'espère. Je pense qu'elle va coûter très très cher. Ok. Cool. Ça c'était cool. Ça c'est Fable. Je pense que ça va être bien. Bon ça. Jeu de voiture. Ça pour les gens fans du jeu, c'est trop cool pour eux. Ah oui ça. Star Wars, je m'en fous un peu. Ça a l'air très très cool. Donc ouais, non, c'était plutôt cool. Il y avait beaucoup de nouvelles choses à présenter, donc c'était et qui donnaient envie en plus. Je vais pas tout retenir, ça c'est sûr, mais Clockwork, ça c'est cool. Ça me donne bien l'envie. Cyberpunk, Payday, Starfield, Like a Dragon. Je sais pas ce que c'est ce truc Infinite. Je sais pas si c'est la suite, mais j'ai pas l'impression. Cities, Skyline. Non, il y avait quand même de tout et de bons jeux quand même. Donc, cool. Oh, c'est hyper fort. Ta gueule. Bon. Et bien sur ce, moi, je m'en vais. Donc, bonne soirée à toi, Twitch, et à bientôt. Peut-être à demain pour le Ubisoft, on verra. Au revoir.